Oh, hello there. I am not even a character on this podcast, but welcome to episode 20 of The Quest Company.
Previously on The Quest Company.
You need to buy swords.
Yes.
Sounds just like Idris Elba.
Yes, cutlasses specifically.
As you put the mask on, everything glazes over.
Are you the shipwright?
That I am. You can call me Russell. I can give you the smaller of our ships. Here's my problem. If that sucker gets lost or sunk, you folks is paying for it. To give you guys one of these ships is a huge thing just in and of itself.
Hey, hello? Are you small?
Well, how dare you say I'm small?
You are offering to fucking... I can, inspire a child.
Inspiring.
You jam your finger down Zara's throat. Zara, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Sure, anytime. Okay.
Yeah?
So, Zara blinded that guy and ran out. I don't think we should take a ship.
Democracy.
How about we take a vote when we all get back to the inn tonight?
Back to the podcast, unofficially sponsored by Fox's Pizza Den.
Fox's Pizza. Damn, son, where'd you find this?
It's my pizza den, because I'm a fox.
For when you're feeling foxy.
What we're saying is...
Brooke said nothing though. He was like, no.
Fox's Pizza. If you want to sponsor us, that'd be incredible.
Please give us money and or pizza.
Mainly pizza.
So?
Maybe money.
We're back on a Sunday night like we used to.
That's
Right?
nice.
It's very strange. I was like, oh, I love you Sunday night. So, picking up where we left off. Zara,
Yes.
You're running to the sea.
I sure am.
Tell me about it.
Is there like a little secluded section of this port? Like if I keep running after all the ships and stuff, if I keep going, is there a little nook with some rocks and sea?
So you're just running towards the sea.
Yeah.
Okay. The sea was completely, all of it is to your east.
Mm-hmm.
So, coming out of the store, it would be directly in front of you, being able to see through some of the buildings. Water.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just running that way.
Yeah.
Are you taking main roads, or are you just trying to cut through back alleys and stuff?
Back alleys.
Okay.
Yeah.
You cut through just a few kind of between houses, and very soon come to a dock that wraps around almost the entire side of the town that's on the waterfront. Almost like this entire side of this town is its docks.
Okay.
You see the main area where the others went to the shipwright earlier. You wouldn't necessarily know what it is, but you see 3 boats anchored in the port. They're a little bit north of where you are currently. So you're kind of a little bit lower than them. Roll a investigation check. Or perception, because I figured out how we'll be doing your perception.
Oh, okay.
Excessive perception.
Cool.
I doubt we'll need to go into it today, but I can tell you after or another time. Or if fans want to know, send me a Twitter question and I'll answer it.
Wait, so what am I rolling? Investigation?
Investigation.
Okay.
To find a hidden little nook or cranny or something.
22.
22? Sweet. You look around and see a few places that you're oh, that might be a really good place to jump in. Or not to the water, but into this little hidey hole.
Okay.
And then you realize a really good place to hide from any prying eyes would be under the dock you're currently standing on, as there's some form of beach down below that.
Perfect.
And you make your way down there fairly easy. It's not make an athletics check to drop 3 feet. Probably 6 feet because you can go under it. But and you are now under this dock, very secluded. Make a stealth check if you want.
Okay.
Are you in your plate?
Yeah.
Or your
At a
chainmail?
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just jingly.
Yeah, I'm just jingly.
Probably won't matter at all.
11.
11? Okay. That's just kind of you existing under this space. It's not
Yes.
like I'm sneaking under it. It's just like what it is under it.
Makes sense.
What are you doing?
Okay. Good old Zara I start taking off the armor.
Okay.
And I'm dragging it to the sea with me to wash off the vomit that's all over me.
Gotcha. It's cool. It takes you about a minute to get out of all this armor, but you get it all off and make your way to the water's edge
Okay, cool.
and wash it off and get vomit off of it.
Okay, and as I just throw a bunch of water on my face.
You do.
And I'm just like, I don't understand. And I say, I try and I try and I try, and I'd be selfless all day, and I just can't do it. I cannot do it. I try to help the kids. I try to help the people. I try to help the things. I try to dig the ditches. I try to do the things, and then I blow it. I just blow it. And she told me to pray and all this fudge and and just subtle tears during her angry self-rant.
Absolutely.
And after a solid 5 minutes of being angry and stuff, I guess I'll just sit down and read a nursery rhyme.
Okay. Hold up real quick because I have to check a rule. But so tell me about one of the nursery rhymes that's in the book. A lot of them are things you've heard before.
Right, okay.
Just reshaped to be like a young elf instead of a young human. Jack and Jill or Jaquel and Jelena. You know what I mean? Some of it's just
Vexalia.
Yeah.
Instead of Jack and Jill.
Wink, critical roll.
Or Baba Black Fairy.
Okay, careful. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I got you. Yeah.
Okay, that
Baba
was
fake
not...
creature.
Thank you. That's what I was going for.
Baba fake creature.
Cut it out, Joe. Cut it out. I was thinking,
Things that
Too late now.
Dang it.
things that you have seen before. Tell me about one that's you haven't heard before.
Wait, me.
Zara. Yeah.
Okay, she hasn't heard, and they're all on elves, right?
It is not in Elvish, the book itself. It is here's a translation of Elven story, nursery rhymes or whatever. You going through it, I got you, buddy. You going through it. What's a story that you come across that you've never heard before?
Okay. Hold on, let me think of.
You're good.
Sherry, quite contrary. How does your elven garden grow? Full of weeds or full of Mary? Gosh, we wish we knew, Sherry.
And then Jersey Boys comes on.
Okay. How does that make you feel? That one specifically.
Angry.
Angry. Why does that make you feel angry?
I closed the book and I'm just looking for answers.
Okay. I'm going to say this before you close the book.
Oh.
Not to retcon you closing the book, but just
Okay.
that is one of the two that you find that you don't recognize.
Oh,
However,
okay.
you come across another nursery rhyme that stands out to you as original or something you haven't heard before.
Mm-hmm.
It reads, 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy, 5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for a secret never to be told, 8 for a wish, 9 for a kiss, 10 a surprise you shouldn't miss, 11 for health, 12 for wealth, 13 beware it's the devil himself.
Oh, nice.
Go ahead and roll a d12.
Okay.
That escalated quickly.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Do you want to use my
How fitting that we just released episode 13 today.
11.
Now everyone has time.
Is that a wish?
That's fine.
11 was for wealth.
Looking at it,
No.
it is for health.
Oh, health.
Were you sickly?
If
Both
that
of
has
those are better than the devil.
anything to do with the book.
Oh.
You couldn't roll the devil because it's
It was
13.
a
13 is on a
Jonah.
12-sided.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a good thing.
Okay.
So I rolled an 11?
Yeah.
Good talk.
Yeah. Now you close the book.
Now I closed the book angrily. Can that have been the first one I read and I just didn't get it? And so I flipped and I saw the Mary one.
Absolutely.
And then the Mary one just pissed me off even more.
No
Or it
worries.
was Sherry, sorry.
Sherry.
Mary. Sherry Mary.
It's okay.
Okay.
You're frustrated and don't quite really care what her name is.
Don't understand this Jersey Boys reference.
And they go, shit. Oh.
Okay. Zara closes the book angrily. Does one of those fake throws. Doesn't throw it.
Nice.
And I meant the book. But
I got you.
that was covered. But
Very Tom Cruise Top Gun, but,
Yeah,
but
very
you
Top
don't
Gun.
throw it.
Right.
the angst.
Even though like is in the background,
Yeah.
you just like don't throw
I
it.
don't throw it.
That's all we get for the rights.
Because it's a disgrace to throw away Goose's name tags. Tom Cruise. Sorry, pet peeve. Go on. I love Goose.
Iceman was an elemental. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh. Truth.
Sorry.
And then she tries to pray.
Okay. How does she try and pray?
I think I think she doesn't know yet still,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so, like, I think she honestly probably will just sit here for like a half an hour attempting to pray, but like all of the events that happened today are running in her brain, kind of like hindering from her.
Yeah.
But like maybe after like finally a half an hour going by, she finally gets to like a point where she just says, "I'm sorry."
Okay.
I think that's what it is.
Cool.
Okay.
You're doing that.
Yeah.
Back to the three, Frank, Roarke, and Tabitha.
Oh, gee.
Right.
Yep.
You guys are about to head to Anton's.
Yes.
Yeah.
As you begin to take your first few steps, you begin to see a familiar figure, well, two familiar figures, making their way back towards the direction of all three of you. Very quickly recognized as Polly and his guard friend that you sent to Anton. Polly Smalltail.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
The chubby gnome.
Polly,
New
are
book
you
blind.
feeling better?
Yeah, about a minute passed and I could see again.
Oh, that's so nice.
The perks of the spell blindness.
Polly, we were so concerned. I'm glad you feel well.
Where'd the other girl go?
She went to the bathroom.
And where'd my book go?
I think she
You
stole
know-
it.
Oh, fuck, Frank.
Why, why would she steal a book of nursery rhymes?
I wouldn't
I don't
say
know.
steal, right? I'd say borrow.
Borrow
Loaned.
for an indefinite amount of time.
Yeah,
Stealing.
borrow,
That's
yeah.
kind of stealing.
Well, is she going to pay for it?
Kind of up to her.
I'm just curious.
How much you want for the book?
Well, I thought the agreed upon deal was a night. A little bang time.
Oh.
Excuse me, sir. Are you the,
A little Polly on Elf time.
Polly's amorous.
Polly. Oh, gosh.
Oh, damn it.
Polly's trying to
Leitess.
woo.
That's twice. How did you miss it the first time?
Oh, I got it. That's funny.
Funny.
I said, excuse me. I was just asking this lady here. Are you the owner of this establishment?
Why, yes, I am. I'm Polly Smalltail, and this is Smalltail Gets.
Well, excellent. I just, I happened to come up.
Don't ask me about my small tail. It's not that small. Wink. Wink.
Right.
To
Yeah,
Tabitha.
yeah.
Second wink.
I happened to be passing by on my way to your establishment, and I saw this lady here come out, and there was another one with vomit, and you were vomiting and blind. I was looking for a map. Do you happen to have any of those?
Well, before I open my shop back up
Right.
and start selling goods again, I think it would be best that I figure out this whole stolen goods issues.
So, Polly, why don't let's go back, because clearly with, her STD and everything, she's just not feeling up to it. So what if I just give you 30 arrows back and I'll pay you the 20 for the 20?
What about the book of nursery rhymes?
I'll go get it from her and make sure it is returned. Or how much would you want for the nursery rhymes? And we could just pay for them.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
With advantage.
Exceedingly reasonable.
That's very reasonable.
Level-headed woman.
You wanted to pay goods for services.
All right, who wants
Like
to
that
bet
thing that
on the
people
outcome
do.
of this roll?
Yeah, she took my dice away.
But
Even still,
She's rocking
I
these
got
new
you
dice this week, listeners.
brand new
Is
dice.
that on an edge? Should I do it again?
that was an edge. Yeah.
Okay.
Up to you. She has Joe.
Is this
13.
13. Also, do you
Oh,
like
advantage.
the dice?
You have advantage. You get another.
Because I
Oh,
bought
I have
them for
advantage.
you. Yeah. What's fine if they're
No, that's
you
not
don't
good.
like them.
So the 13.
10. I mean, I love them.
No, that's fine.
I just didn't like being berated about cheating for 2 hours. So,
We love you very
they're
much.
purple and black.
Ooh.
And purple is my favorite color. Yes, sweetie, I like them. Thank you.
It's okay.
So style.
So 13
Okay, but the
total?
other ones were glittered. So,
They're really cool.
yeah. What?
They're very
13?
stylish.
Yeah, 13. And I kind of just oops.
As you do that, his eyes just...
Laser focus.
Boing.
Just around the areola is showing, but not the nip. It's
Oh,
That's so
Oh, they're like real.
that's not.
Wow, that's
This is
So
more
you
than usual.
basically pulled your boobs out.
barely
Yeah.
constrained.
How deep is this cleave? That's important.
You get
This is
another
what I
advantage.
meant. They can't see it.
That's basically like
Just-
breastfeeding.
I just took my whole top off.
Oh
No!
my
I'm
god!
just kidding. I'm just
You're just
kidding.
kind of covering up with your hands.
I
It's like,
imagine
oh, please.
that my leather
Whatever
has
you want.
it's like a hole-ish.
Okay, no, I got you. I know exactly.
You know
Like
that
the
shirt
lace-
I have that I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
unlace it?
between boob hole.
That sounded kinky. I did. Okay. That shirt. And then I can just whoop, and then it's there.
I got you.
So the center, so from the center, coming out pretty much.
Listeners, if you
Yeah.
could explore this theme in fan art, that would probably be better than us
No.
describing
No.
the physics.
No.
Please.
No.
I, the DM, am telling you, this is the time, guys.
No.
Do it.
No, this isn't
Yes.
the fan art. This
Yeah.
is the fan art is all of us with a Fox's Pizza.
Nope.
That's the fan art.
That
Not
can
this-
be too.
Not this areola.
Or just
business.
pictures of foxes. But
You know what?
I
If
think
you're
this
gonna do
is.
fan art of this, I ask that it's animated.
I asked that it's animated,
Anime
and
stuff?
I asked
I
that
agree.
Animated.
Wait,
Oh,
so
animated.
it's
No,
explain
it's anime.
How?
Tabitha would like to ask that they are plump and that they are perky.
But I don't have the right to ask anything of our fan artists because they're wonderful.
I am on the
so.
edge of my seat with regards to this role.
Me too.
I thought you said that
okay,
it was
we'll get
supposed to be anime, and I was like, we're getting into a whole.
No,
other
I
thing.
agree. I agree. I think it should be anime.
No.
I'm gonna.
13 was the
13.
roll.
As soon as you bust some boobage out, and Polly's like,
Boing.
I think that sounds very reasonable of you.
So Polly,
So you're gonna hand him 30 arrows as you say
yes. Dink. Dink.
One by one.
One at a time.
that? He's taking them one by one,
I'm kind of bouncing
staring
with
at
him.
your cleavage.
Dink.
We don't have to go through all 30. Unless you want to try and do something sneaky at the end of it, but I know.
Oh gosh.
I felt it.
How invested is he up front?
Roll an insight check.
Gosh.
Survey says very.
11?
11? I mean, he's pretty interested. I mean, he might be a scary gnome wizard person that could be like, oh, I'm lying to you. You're not fully sure, but
I want to get
pretty
to
much got
I
him.
want to get to 30. And
Okay.
I'm just going to say, now Polly, about the book. I
Yes.
just want to ask you a favor.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Well, I'm going to sigh and give him a little bounce.
I got you.
Just, with her STD and everything, she just needed them for comfort because of her mother. And if we could just borrow it for the time until we get back from this quest, we'll gladly return it. It just would be some comfort. And then maybe she can think about you and her lonely nights.
I mean, it's only 3 gold.
Joe Leitess is having a seizure.
I was about to say the same thing.
All right, sorry, listeners. Sorry, Joe. I'm pouring some fucking whiskey.
For that.
Somewhere, Corin has like a moment.
Mid-inspiration.
Mid-inspiration to a shout. He's just like,
I'm like,
hey, what's up?
you see, the key is to lift with your legs, not your. Oh God! My lower back.
Alright, well, that's fine. I have some money to spend.
Are you just gonna pay for her?
Yeah, unless you're okay if we can borrow it and pay it back. Can I pay it to you when we get back from our quest?
I mean, you can go get her and she can pay me.
Oh, that's alright.
I'm not too worried about it.
That's alright. I can.
I'd just like to get paid.
Okay, yeah, I'll ask her if she'll. I mean, I'm happy to pay
I'm just gonna
you
give
right
him 3
now.
gold and
Thank
be
you,
done
thank
with
you,
this.
thank you.
Frank, you just hand him, and very, very cautious of taking money of you. This is like,
And the plot to Tabitha not to pay.
thanks, friend.
God.
You, sir, are terrifying.
Oh,
I mean it in a
I've
nice
never heard
way.
that one before.
And
I
I'm
mean it in
gonna.
a nice way.
Just take the gold.
Okay,
I'm
alright,
gonna-
I'll take it. I know, why are you gonna do that? I think you're beautiful, and it looks quite nice with them out.
Thank you, Polly.
You should keep it that way. But who am I? Just a little chubby gnome.
Yep. Alright, so where are we going?
That was
So,
amazing.
if
Can I
this-
look at his crotch and just like guesstimate where we're at?
Chubby.
I'm trying to pull Tabitha away from this conversation.
Size-wise or
Yeah.
like boner-wise?
Like bulge wise.
Oh.
You tell me, Tabitha.
This is just something.
What'd you roll?
It's like it's like
What'd you roll for perception? Is it
5.
perception? Okay. What do you see? It may
just
not
a
be true.
little like just like it kind of looks like a mushroom.
It's me.
It's me.
It's like someone glued an acorn to the bottom of my torso.
Hold up real quick. Everyone just ruminate on that for a minute.
God damn it!
Oh my god.
Andrew set up this beautiful, sprawling world and guesstimating gnome dick.
Polly, I feel like
do what
this is
you gotta
typical
do.
D&D. Polly notices you staring, and he's like, "Don't you worry, sweetie. These are tight pants."
Oh,
Oh.
that's really sad. And then I'm just gonna walk off.
There we go.
He looks crushed. Any of you that are still there?
No, I'm leaving. I'm walking.
Fuck this guy.
So you're walking with Tabitha, or just somewhere?
We're going to get a map, right?
If you guys walked up, they're starting to walk off, and I said, if you're done with those folks, I would like to potentially exchange money for goods and services.
Well, that sounds amazing. First off, excuse me, miss. That hurt my feelings. Can I have my key back?
Huh?
Can I have my key to my shop back?
Yes. Do I still have it?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Hold on. And I'm gonna just the key out.
You pull the
Of your
key out of
boots.
your
Yeah.
cleavage. He
Yeah.
takes it and is like, "All right, fella, let's go inside."
Oh,
And sniffs it, and then
Oh
goes.
God! Oh God!
He goes to open the
It's
door,
so sweaty.
like
Easy
unlock
boy.
it, but it's already unlocked, and he just looks a little frustrated, like, "Well, that was a lot of trust for nothing." And then opens the door and goes in, and Roarke, you follow him into Vomit Shop.
Great.
It's been roughly cleaned,
So you said.
but you can only do so much with scooping.
There's that medieval pine saw.
Yeah, God, this is a mess.
How long have you been working on that accent? It's really
know.
lovely.
I really
good.
came together just for Polly. I've
really
never worked on an
good.
Australian.
It's really good.
It's so good.
I think it's just his vibe. It's just right.
Right. It kind of reminds me of Rhys Darby from Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
God! Yes. I thought of that the
more
first
New Zealand,
time.
like, Murray, best manager ever.
Best manager ever.
Present.
We did music, right? It's music. It's good music, right? Yeah.
So, Mr. Smalto, do you have a map for sale?
Well, what kind of map are you looking for,
I'm
mate?
looking for a map of the coast, specifically for the area between here and Old Lento.
Well, would you care for a map of Freeheart?
That sounds excellent.
I mean, it's going to be a whole thing, though. It's
No,
not going to be
that's
as
fine.
specific as just between and the coast.
No, that more is fine. I just needed at least that much. But if it's all of Freeheart, then that's perfectly fine.
All right. And he goes to the back of the shop. Somebody's been ruffling through the back of my shop.
Probably some of those strange
was
folks that
me.
were here earlier.
Are you in the
No, I'm not.
store?
I'm sorry.
Must have been those folks who were in here earlier. That's weird.
Mother was right. Never trust a woman with big boobs. All right. And he ruffles through and moves like a box. Are you standing back there, like watching him, or are you at the counter?
Yes, because I'm like, where the hell were these maps?
Yeah, he like moves it over, and you see a small compartment behind a box, and he opens it up, and there's like several papers in there, like rolled up or whatnot. Maps
was so close.
Maps are not cheap things like they are in our world today. You know what I mean? Like it takes they'd be hand drawn and all that. So he pulls one out, and opens it up. That's right. He goes back out. Oh, hey, friend. And then walks up to the counter. And, shit. And he goes and moves a little ladder back across. You're basically watching just this very small man try and deal with basic life. And just watching.
Yeah.
And he gets the ladder and he climbs up and he's like, all right, it's one map of free hot. That's going to cost you 25 gold.
25 gold? Great. And I put the gold on the counter and I take my map.
Well, thanks, mate.
Bless you.
What's your name?
Roarke.
Roarke. I like that name. That's a good name, right,
Well, thank you, Mr.
Well, you have a good day, man.
Thank you very much,
All right.
sir. You do the same. Question for you. Well, actually, before I say question for you, I would like to look at the map.
Yeah, you do. It looks like the one I have drawn. Like,
Great.
it has that kind of information on it.
Great. And does there have, like the miles per scale on there? Or is it kind of just rough?
It's super rough. Like, it would be what I have if there weren't hexes on it.
Okay.
Like, you can tell... Like, you have the gist of, like, the distance you've traveled between, like, Dagger Point and this, but you also went through the Hollow Woods both times. So, like, understanding how long that took you kind of is like, it's iffy at best.
Yeah.
You can make a guesstimate as to, like, times with this thing.
Okay.
This is more for, like, I want to know where I am in the world and how to get somewhere else and what roads to follow.
Great. So, Mr. Smalltoe, do you have... I'm trying to figure out some specific travel times here.
You alright?
Do you have any sort of frame of reference for, say, if I want to get from here and I went to Crestport to what's the closest like city to Crestport on this map?
The closest big city is Dagger Point.
Is Dagger Point?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. So just on the road from Crestport to Dagger Point, do you know what the average day's journey is for that?
Well, I occasionally send some goods up that way with a fellow by the name of Samuel.
Oh.
It's probably about a day.
Silent. Roarke is silent at the mention of Samuel.
About a day's time.
Right, about a day.
Sorry, by road it's day?
Yeah, about to Dagger Point, but we double check. We just double check
with the map, because I'm looking at it.
Shook. I'm freaking out. Also, audience, I feel like I'm crass, but if you know me, I'm very sweet. And crass.
It'd take you about a whole day to get there, 24 hours.
A day on the road.
Yeah.
Excellent. Do you ship many of your goods?
No, I don't do much shipping. We get a lot of goods in here, and I ship to a lot of places on the mainland, inland. Right. Mostly only things in Emerald Hat. Yeah, that's the name of that thing. I had to look at the map to check.
Right, that other country.
That's why I lost my attention. I couldn't remember where I live.
Okay.
I was blinded today. Give me some love.
All right. Well, excellent. Thank you very much, Mr. Smalltoe. I appreciate the map and the information.
Yeah, quite welcome, fella. Always come back if you need some more goods. Small-town goods.
Excellent.
I just imagine Frank and Tabitha were standing outside in a really awkward silence.
Yeah.
Oh, also, if you see that elf chick,
right,
you let her know anytime she wants to come back. Polly's waiting.
Right.
Be the love of your life.
And with that, I will leave.
Okay, you head out of Polly's Goods. You open the door. You hear a bell ding again, and as it closes, it dings once more, and you are outside to a very quiet Frank and Tabitha.
Did you get a map?
Did you all know that money can be exchanged for goods and services?
I'm very
Check out this map.
I did that with arrows. Was that a joke?
Yeah, it was a joke.
It was an okay joke.
That's another thing you're bad at. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
How much did you pay for it?
It was 25 gold. I didn't feel like going through the bullshit of everything else.
There's
Where
5
was
of
it?
us. I'm gonna give you 5 gold. Here's 5 gold.
Thank you, Frank. I appreciate your contribution.
Frank, I have 20 arrows. There's 5 of us. You want to give me 4 gold?
I don't use your arrows. We will all need the map.
Okay. Just asking, I guess.
He was so willing.
I know. But like,
I think I have. I think that we should definitely go talk to Anton because I think that there's some more things we need to discuss with him. I'm gonna head to the docks because I'm trying to get a frame of reference for travel here. There's not really miles as a thing on this map. It's more of rough estimates of travel times that it'll take, but it's only for land. So I'm gonna see if I can get an idea of how long a
you
ship journey would take.
be able to have a guess as to.
Oh, okay. I just didn't know
with
like
this.
Okay.
Like,
so
what I'm saying is, like, this is not like a DM map where, like, you can sit down and be like, this is going to take me 18 miles.
Right.
It's going to take
Gotcha.
me a day, 18 minutes, and 71 seconds to get to this location. Like, it's going to be like, if weather is perfect and I don't encounter anything on the roads, I should get there within around this time.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah, that makes much more sense. I thought it was kind of like, yeah, this is roughly it, but it might be...
Gotcha. No. This is more like just you haven't especially understanding like navigation stuff, like would be able to. Whereas other people in the group might not be able to be like, what's the sea route gonna take us? Like you being able to look over the boat first and being like, okay, if we have good winds, we can probably do this much distance a day.
Mm-hmm.
You would have that ability to have some of that knowledge.
Okay, great. So just remove the fact that I said I was going to go to the docks and talk to Russell. It's Russell, right?
Yeah.
Rusty.
Rusty.
Both,
Yeah.
either.
So now that
Russell
we have
Crowe.
the map, do you
Russell
still want to talk to Anton or just meet up at the end?
I
I
suppose
don't know
we
what
should...
tongue clicking is.
Huh?
You can be there if you want.
I'm going to go to Anton's place just because I think there might be some things that we still need to discuss. And also, I just need to think. So I might just kind of wander my way over there. Because it's... What time of day is it?
The sun is beginning to start setting. Like you, so if probably like 5-6 o'clock, you don't really have that as much.
Yeah.
But like you know what I mean. Like the sun's starting to go down. It's a beautiful sunset across the water.
I'm sure we could just stay at his house tonight. There's plenty of rooms. So why don't you all go? I think I should grab Zara. We should probably find Corin, and then we can vote on Seer Land at the manor.
So I'll go to Anton's place instead of the inn?
Yeah.
All right.
It's nicer anyway.
That sounds just fine. I'm going to take a walk, though. And I'll see you there.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Where are you going, Frank?
I don't know. Should we get Corin?
Why don't you go get Corin and I'll go get Zara?
I'll get Corin. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
We'll meet up at the house.
What are you
to
taking
sleep.
a walk for?
I'm just taking a walk
Why?
around it. I just wanted
For
some
what?
me time.
You got a lot on your mind?
I mean, we're not all attached to the hip. I'm like, I'll see you guys at Anton's in a little while.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to take a walk.
Yeah, okay.
Just all right.
Okay.
We good?
Now I'll go get Corin then,
Alright.
and then we'll meet up at Antoine Stanley. Antoine's.
Come on.
Yep.
You guys are great. You guys
No,
are, I just,
no,
I'm
don't
just
say
taking-
that.
It's
Don't
okay.
kiss my
No,
ass.
we get it.
I mean, like, I'm just taking. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Yeah, we appreciate you too. Yeah, it's fine.
That was in air quotes, everyone.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm just remembering less than 24 hours to try to sneak out of the window for some secret shady shit, so I'm just making sure you're not being shady. Lady?
Nah, you
Don't
call
be
him
a
a
shady
woman.
lady.
Nah.
We're gonna high five. Break it down with her. Gonna high five.
Your hand's wet.
Oh,
Your
God.
hand is now moist.
Frank.
My
While we're there,
wet
can I
bones.
just scan the people for the girl with the red hair that looked like she should be wearing a hat?
Go ahead and make an investigation.
Oh, Jesus, that's a
That's
throwback.
a hard
Deep cut.
callback. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, never mind.
Oh, nice.
No.
10?
Yeah, let's see.
Alright.
Would Frank have a general idea what Corin would be?
Where Corin would be.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
All right.
Do I know where she is?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Wow. That was
How does it feel good? Does it feel good, everybody?
Oh, no. Look, I think it's best for all of us when you roll 20s.
I think so too, so I hope we don't get into some heavy combat.
That was a 1,
But-
listeners.
I rolled a 19.
You have a general idea of like where he should be and like where people should be.
General idea.
So when you go off to go find him, it probably won't take you very long, especially because he's not hiding.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tabitha, you don't know which direction she went, or you know which direction she. Well, no, you don't. You're inside.
No. If
You
I
have
was
no idea.
a moody woman, where would I go?
Lento?
No, she wouldn't leave, Frank.
Like, what's Lento?
The city?
Oh, no.
Sorry,
Never mind.
guys.
What's the little
not
toe
sorry.
guy with the
Small
erotic
toe.
midget? Yeah, the
Nah.
erotic, yeah.
The erotic what?
Zara.
Midget.
I'm just gonna start
Small
screaming her name.
person. Is that a bad term?
Gnome?
No? No, that's the word.
It's little people. That's politically correct. Little people.
I think gnome
No,
is the
no.
politically correct
He's-
term because
he's
he's a gnome.
He's a gnome.
I'm just walking around.
A
going,
dwarf.
Zara,
He's not a halfling.
He's a quarterling.
Zara.
Yeah, that's
You're just going down. Which direction did you start going and shouting her name? Because I'm assuming we're all splitting up at this point.
Again. Yeah.
Assuming.
With the new plan to meet at Anton's.
Mm-hmm.
That is these three's game.
Right.
plan.
Yeah.
You guys are
Not
still
that I
under
know
the
that. Yeah.
I guess
assumption
I'm just
of meeting
walking
at the
straight.
end.
I'm just walking straight and yelling her name. Zara.
All right. Coming out Polly shop. That actually might serve you pretty well. So way to just pick a direction and go with it.
Fuck you, new dice.
Hey, they're gonna be good.
They're so beautiful. Thank
They're
you,
gonna be
sweetheart.
good. They're not warped.
That's true.
Joe.
Which you didn't which you didn't do on purpose or know about. So everyone knows.
They were just very feaster fan and dice.
Just saying, when we get into combat, well, everyone's dying.
You'll get there soon.
Zara.
You head out of, because I'm going to resolve this first because everything else is kind of going to fall in place pretty quick. You head out of Polly's shop and kind of head straight. It loops around and you again pass this building you passed earlier before.
The mask building?
Yeah. Roll perception check.
$15?
15?
That's not right. 14? Sorry.
14. No worries. 14. You see a curtain move inside the house. As it just catches the periphery and you look over, you see just it almost like it's closing. Almost as if it was being held open to look, and then it's...
I immediately turn. I'm not going to put the mask on, but can I hold it up to my eyes to see if that purple haze things happen again?
Purple haze? No,
All in your brain.
So you...
Yeah, I
you
just kind of look
put
up
it
out the window
but
with
you're not
that.
putting it on your face.
Yeah.
Okay, you do. You don't see anything. There's no purple haze that happens over your eyes or anything like that. You just continue to see the house as it was.
I'm going in the house.
Okay. You start heading to the house.
Yes.
Pause. Frank?
Yeah.
Corin, yes.
I have an idea for how he finds me.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Cool.
guys agree on it.
Maybe one of the other laborers who are like either one of them's like hammered his hand while trying to hammer up a piece of wood into something, and not like danger, like whatever. But I'm like, oh, let me take a look at that, and I just drop like a couple lay on hands points into it.
Yeah.
And when Frank walks up, I'm like, oh, here, that should be all better. What's up?
Guy's like, well, thanks.
Yeah, don't worry about
Goes
it.
back to doing whatever he's doing.
Who's that guy?
I don't know. Some guy. How you doing, Maria?
I'm doing fine, Corin.
Nice.
We're planning on doing the meeting up at Anton's house.
Not the inn? Okay.
I don't think we're not.
Corin's I think his hands are still glowing slightly from the lay on hand. It's not like, a light spell or whatever. It's just like a little machine. And he's like, cool, that sounds good. Hey, can I heal you?
I've been healed before, I think, and it's just normal things. I don't think I get flesh unless you have a transport flesh to body spell.
I don't think I do.
That'd be an amazing spell to put in this game.
We just might want to check on that before we're in a situation where I have to heal you. So, we don't have to do it now. Anyway,
I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean,
all right.
We can try it later. Whatever you want, but
cool.
Yeah.
All right, following you, buddy.
Well, I think Roarke's kind of like walking around. He's having an emotional moment, I think. So he's walking around the town sulking, I think. So we might wait a minute, but I don't know.
I just imagine
we could just probably go ahead to Anton's house and just check on it.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go and nothing else. Just
cool. So you guys head to Anton's house, basically, after this situation. Correct?
This situation?
This conversation. Sorry.
Do we have a situation here?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just asking.
All right, no, we're ready. We're going.
So I'm going to put a pin in you guys.
Cool. Ow.
Ouch.
You're welcome. Roarke.
Mm-hmm.
What are you up to?
You had a bad day.
We only get that much.
But anyway, that's what I was like. I just imagined that song.
How could this happen to me?
I like to think it's just.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm definitely rocking that. Vanessa Carlton.
Yeah.
Well, wow. Good pull.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good job.
So I'm gonna walk around town for a little bit until I come to either a tavern or the inn.
Okay. Are you specifically looking for it?
I'm like specifically keeping an eye out for a tavern, but if I'm like kind of wandering for a little while and I don't come across one, I'm just gonna go to the inn.
Okay. So you're gonna go to the inn that you guys were originally in if you can't find a tavern?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, I'll take the scenic route.
Are you going to ask anybody? Like you're basically going to try and take like a scenic route to get to
the tavern, and to the inn, and if I come across a tavern along the way, I'll just stop there instead.
Okay.
I'm just kind of wandering right now.
How long are you going to give it? Are you looking for anything else, or are you just like, I want to take a walk? Is this flavor, or is this like, I want to scout out the town?
It's like scouting out the town, just kind of getting a better idea for where things are, but also I wanted to take a walk.
Okay.
To go to where I'm going.
So, out of Polly's store, are you taking a left or a right?
A left.
A left. Mm-hmm. Okay. You head then back towards the blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
You again see this building that you saw on your way to the blacksmith, this big, like, dark blue stoneworked temple.
Mm-hmm.
It's not huge, but it's just bigger than most of the other buildings in the town. And you come to kind of a fork in the road when you get towards the blacksmith in that temple. Going left.
Mm-hmm.
You go up more towards the blacksmith. Just kind of a familiar path, which you're basically taking the path you would take to get to Anton.
Mm-hmm.
But just looking around, keeping your eyes out. Go ahead and roll a perception check, just for, like, things.
That is a 13.
13. Good deal.
Mm-hmm.
You, as you get a little bit past the blacksmith, you see something that's in the road that you hadn't really noticed before.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you were like, I have a mission, I have a goal, I'm going to the blacksmith.
Right.
But you just see a board that's on two stands. Like, there are two posts that hold up this board. And you see one or two sheets of paper that kind of hang from it. Mm-hmm. Some are really torn that are, you wouldn't even count as the one or two. But, like, it for what you would know it as, it's a bounty board.
Okay.
It's a bounty board.
Nice. I'll take a look at that.
Okay.
I'm not like in a hurry.
You walk up to it, and one of the papers that you saw is just weathered by time. You don't know at what point it was put up. It might have been put up weeks before they went to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So understanding like that one's probably, I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
You are able to read one of the 2 pieces of paper that seems to have survived about the week that you guys were in Dagger Point.
Uh-huh.
And it's just titled "Goblins on the South Road."
Okay.
And it literally informs you, happenstance, that you can start this or pick this up from the barkeep and owner of the Anyport, which you guys stayed in the night before. And that it is basically a quest you would be able to put together real quick. It's a quest to go kill some gerblins.
Nice. Cool. And it says that I could, that would be you would talk to the innkeeper at Anyport.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. I'll just make a mental note of that, and I'm gonna keep on.
Keeping on.
Yep.
Okay. You, instead of going towards Anton, I'm assuming, because the only way that's just a dead end.
Yeah.
Going that way into the keep and everything.
Yeah.
Taking a right, you loop back around the town. You go through some of the housing. It's probably the poorer housing of the town. It also looks much older than the rest of the town. This seems to be. Go ahead and make another perception check.
You said this is in the old residential part of town?
It seems to be.
14?
A 14? Okay, go ahead and make an intelligence check.
That's a 2.
A 2. Okay. It just looks like...
It's old.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It looks like the poor kind of side of town.
Yeah.
It's some of the smaller houses. You note the back half, the back side of this large blue building. You see back there tombstones. It seems to be where the graveyard is in the town.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All the guys are like grooming their beards while you guys are all talking, and it's so
And
weird.
I've been silent communicating.
Yeah, me and Sarah were like, "What is happening?"
I had an itch.
I have constant itches. It's all I feel anymore.
I'm sorry.
I'm just good. I just wanted to know. I was like,
I must ask you a question.
I'll shave it for later.
Boo.
That's how everybody knows that that's
Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows it,
That's
and
from
everybody hates
2002.
That's why I'm booing it.
It's a classic. It's like a fine.
I almost made a really mean joke, but
But you just you see some tombstones in the back,
I was gonna be like,
and
everybody knows that joke, but June.
very aware of like, oh, that's
I did
where the
remember.
probably town graveyard
Really
is.
bad. I'm so sorry.
All right. Cool. So I just see that, and I keep walking around.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm preoccupied right now.
No worries. Do you mind if I, as a DM, ask what you're preoccupied about?
Just the journey coming up.
The journey. The band.
He's so dramatic.
I love it.
It's great.
Batman.
I have to protect this city.
This
city of dumbasses. I hate them so much.
I'm the guardian of this town where no one pays anything.
I'm like Bat Dad.
No, you're good.
Ew.
All of y'all's dad.
Ew,
You don't know how to function.
You ain't my daddy.
You're
No,
not
you're not my
dad.
dad.
Certainly
your
not my
dad.
Yeah, Dad, I'm alone
not
underneath
my
a
dad.
dock, lost from the family.
I didn't say I was a good dad.
Anywho,
Thank
you continue to make your way around, more drawn to the coast than the inward part of some of the cities.
Sounds about right.
You make your way around the kind of the dock system that is around the side. You again pass towards where the jail is and the shipwright is. You probably see Rusty yelling at some people. By the way, listeners, Rusty will have a different voice. I realized I was doing Polly's voice after doing Polly's voice for him. So just be ready for his voice to be different. But you pass that and make your way up.
I actually want to go talk to Rusty.
Motherfucker.
Unless that voice isn't ready.
I'm just kidding. You're fine. He's going to be much older, everyone. Get prepared.
Nice.
Um,
I also need to look at this map. Okay.
You're good.
We're here. And that's down there.
You're here. By ship, you have to get there.
Okay, and what's that? Ald what? Ald Port?
Yep.
Okay, great.
Hold up. Oh, that was unpleasant.
Oh.
Nice.
Sorry, everyone. So you're going up to Rusty?
Yeah.
Okay, you go up to Rusty. I'm just kidding. I flipped him off, listeners.
Hey, Rusty, I had a question for you if you have a moment.
Please, I got all the moments I ever needed.
Right,
Yes, Rusty.
I'm gonna pull out the map and I say, so we're trying to calculate journey and everything. How long do you ship to Aldport very often?
Aldport. I haven't shipped to Aldport in a long time.
Yeah.
Did you buy that map from Polly Smalltoe?
I did, yes.
It looks like a Smalltoe map.
Yeah. I needed a map of the entire region. It was the best thing available.
That's debatable. It's whatever.
You told me to go there.
No, I know. I'm just saying. As far as in this town, it's a pretty good thing.
Yeah.
As far as the world goes, not the best.
That's fair. But it looks as though Aldport is the only port city between here and Aldlento, where the coast comes in. Do you know of any other places around here on the way?
I haven't been down that way much myself. It's a dangerous area for ports to be because it's so close to Aldernia.
Right. What's wrong with Aldernia?
We're kind of ragtag. We're not... Lento used to be part of Aldernia. So they don't like them shipping much.
That makes sense. Right, well, I was just curious because it looks as though that's the only city between here and Aldlento on the coast.
It's the only one I know of. It's not a safe journey.
Right. In your experience, how long? I know it's been a long time, but was there a kind of ETA of how long this would take? And
give me a second.
On an average day,
because I'm
if the winds and the seas treat you right.
To get down to Aldport, it'd probably take you half a day.
Half a day to Aldport.
Well, if not 3/4, depending on weather.
Half a day to 3/4 on the weather. All right, thanks, Rusty. I do appreciate it. Have a good evening.
No worries.
Hey,
what are you doing down there? And he just takes off towards some dude.
Did I spike?
Spike? No, you didn't spike. You peeked.
Did he?
I spike.
But you did.
I should have gone that way with it. We're learning. We're all learning.
We're
here.
learning here.
We're learning. The more you know.
We are children of the universe, and we are entitled to fuck up.
Yes.
So quiet face with that.
Anything else you're doing?
I'm gonna keep on going toward the tavern.
Okay.
On my walk. Since he was out there, I figured I'd make a pit stop.
No worries. While you're making that pit stop, and since Tabitha's would be remarkably much shorter than yours,
absolutely.
We're gonna get back to her. Zara, the reason I haven't gone to you yet is because your prayer's 30 minutes, and...
Ooh, look at you. Way to go. I was about to say, did I pray for an hour? Good job.
Good try. Only 30 minutes.
No, I appreciate that.
No, you're good. It's just so, like,
No.
if that's what you're doing for 30 minutes,
I really
then,
want
like,
to take time to do
I'm
it.
going to pace up to that moment
That's
before I
awesome.
get back to you. Tabitha.
Yes.
Going in the building.
Yes.
Okay. How are you going in?
Sneak.
But you because we've done this before, do you want to go in the front door or do you want to go
Hold
back
on.
in the basement?
I want to go in the front door.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
So the front door is locked when you get up to it.
I want to pick it.
Okay, go ahead and
Yeah, girl.
make that thieves' tools check, lockpicking check.
Which one is that?
You add your proficiency to it and your dexterity to it.
19.
A 19,
Mhm.
you fiddle in it for 2 seconds, find the right combination of tumblers, and it just tink, and the door opens.
I want to... Is it like a padlock?
No, it's like in the door.
Oh, it's just the door. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it's just empty?
It just looks like it's been
Abandoned. And because the sun is setting, are there shadows in it? Is it shadowed anywhere?
Yeah. I mean, it's a very haunted house at this moment.
Okay. I want to take the mask, and I just kind of want to put it into a shadow.
Okay. So you're, like, placing it in a shadow, or you're
Yes.
just, like, holding it in the shadow?
No, like holding it in a shadow.
Okay.
And
do.
then, and then I want to, like, place it down.
Okay, you do. You wait for probably a minute and a half. Nothing happens.
Wait. Oh, it was Abyssal. Shit.
You remember what it says.
I want to say
from
it.
what they said.
And I want to step in the shadow and say it.
Beholden through the umber.
Uh-huh.
No, beholden in umbra.
Uh-huh.
I see the shadow, I see myself.
Yeah.
Okay. You step into the shadows with the mask, and you say it. You wait about a minute, and then in half, nothing happens.
Fuck! Okay.
Do you scream fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna catch you. And I just kind of walk out. I'm a bitch.
Okay, roll perception.
17?
The 17. As you're walking out, you hear just a faint, like...
What? I want to go back in and say it.
The phrase again?
Yeah.
Okay. You go back in and say it, the phrase again. Nothing seems to stir at the phrase. And then one of the items that's on a small table that's covered falls over.
Spooky.
I want to say it again, but louder.
Okay, you do. All right, like what is the volume of this? You don't have to do it. Just
I wanted to like whisper it the first time, and now I'm kind of saying it like this level.
okay, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Again, nothing really happens at these words. But then you feel almost like breath on the back of your ear, like right in the back of your neck. You just hear. Why?
I'm just gonna whisper it again.
You're whispering it again?
Yes.
Okay. You whisper it again. Again, nothing. This time, nothing follows.
I want to hold it really, really, really close on my face, but not on.
Okay. Nothing hazes over it. You don't feel anything. It's just on your face.
And I just, let me see you.
Are you putting the mask on anymore, or are you just like... Are you just saying, let me see you? So I can be clear
yes,
what you're
like
doing.
with it kind of on, but not all, like not on.
It's not touching your
yes.
face. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens.
Nuts. And I'm in a shadow, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, you walked out and walked back in, but we can totally say you found a shadow.
Yes. Was I in a shadow in the prison when I put it on?
Probably not. There's probably light coming through the window that has the willow tree outside.
Am I completely in the dark?
Uh-huh. You're in shadow. If you want to roll stealth, you can get even more in shadow. You won't get any more in shadow. You're in shadow. The words, beholden in umbra, I see the shadow, I see myself, echo in your head.
I want to say it and put it on my face.
Okay.
Fuck.
You say it and put it on your face. Nothing. And then a purple haze begins to coat your eyes. But this time, everything doesn't go black. The purple haze actually stays. Everything just has this purple hue to it now that you're looking at. Suddenly, you look up at the stairs and you see a figure standing on the stairs. Its body, its mass, almost blowing in the breeze. And it is Clark. Who is standing, his body wisping, staring lifelessly at you.
Do I know it's Clark, or is it just like a thing?
You know.
Oh, fuck.
Why?
I want to walk to the stairs.
You begin walking to the stairs.
His eyes follow you the entire way. The question of why never stopping now.
Is he like on the top stair and mine like the bottom stair?
He's in the middle, and you are at the bottom.
I want to walk
staring
up a step.
at you. You walk up a step.
And another one.
And then another one.
And another one.
And another one.
I want to be to where we're like...
You're inching closer and closer to him. The entire time, the question why just rings through the air. It begins to cut almost like knives across your ears as the actual words that are coming from it. It's like listening to static too loud. It just like hurts as each one cuts by your ears.
When we get to where he's like one step above me, can I try to touch it? Like his shadow?
Okay. As you put your hand out, it just passes through what is him. He doesn't seem to take note of you putting a hand through him. The question of why just continuing to ring out through the air. Over and over and over again. Why? Why? Why?
I had to do it.
Why?
I had to do it.
Why?
I was told to do it. I'm so scared. Is he still there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck.
He's still in front of you. He's unmoving.
Can I try to touch him again? Can I get on his step?
Like stand inside of him?
Yeah.
You do.
Okay, so he's like a shadow. Okay, and I just want to go back down a step.
Okay.
Does he have eyes, or is it just like...
You can see, like... So this would be like if I took you and put you in like an invert color thing.
Okay.
And so like everything that's white is now black or whatever.
Got it.
Like that's kind of the world you're looking at right now.
Like the negative.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would like to look at the negative eyeballs.
Which you can see moving around.
Yeah,
They are
I
black
just want to
with
stare
the
at
opposite
them.
color.
And just say, if you hadn't had left me, I wouldn't have had to kill you.
Sweet girl. I'm sorry. And he disappears. As that happens, the windows nearest you shatter.
Can I take my mask off real fast?
Yeah, you take the mask off.
Okay. And I just kind of want to like exhale and sit on the step.
You do. Make a perception check.
Oh, this is stressful.
I know. 21.
21. You feel a lightness, like something has lightened the space you're in. There was this heavy oppressive nature that you didn't really notice upon entering this place, and it's been following you since. And something about what has just happened has lightened something in your life or in your soul. But you also feel almost like there's a hand on your shoulder. Not in a creepy hand on your shoulder way, but like a support.
Can I just kind of like put my hand on my shoulder and just kind of look at the ground?
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, I never wanted to do it.
You do.
But you made me do it.
You do.
Now I'm going to leave the house.
Okay. You walk out of the house at about the time Roarke is rounding a corner in the town, having come from the shipwright, which is where you were heading.
Yeah.
Roarke, you see her walking out of this house. Roll perception.
Natty 20.
Okay. You also
safe.
notice broken glass outside of the house from the front windows.
Hey, Tabitha.
Do not ask. And do not go in that house, or I will hurt you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You know what?
We should find Zara.
Okay. I thought that you were doing that.
Yeah, we should just go find her.
Look, are you good?
Yep, let's just go.
Okay, but
Do not open your blue mouth. Let's just go find her. Please.
Okay.
Great.
All right, yeah. I'll go with Tabitha to find Zara.
Do we need to roll again to find her?
Since you went through that,
I saw
Yeah,
her.
thank you.
and since you've talked
Yeah.
to multiple people, since both you guys are also working on it, go ahead and both make investigation checks.
Okay. I saw her running toward the dock.
You saw the direction she was running, but you guys are already in that direction,
Gotcha.
so like it doesn't necessarily help you now.
Gotcha.
19.
You said it was investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
18.
nope, I lied. 16.
16 and 18? Okay. Roarke, you knowing which way she ran, and Tabitha, you just kind of being able to track. Like, you both can track people. So, like, you guys figure out some stuff, and you actually make your way to the docks. Zara, you've just finished your prayer, your moment of silence, and asking for forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Book still in hands, or yeah.
Book still in hand.
And you hear some boom, boom, boom across the dock above your head.
I start to pick up my armor.
Okay. Are you trying to be sneaky?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check at disadvantage.
You got it.
Because you're messing with the heavy armor. And both of you guys roll perception.
19.
15.
6.
You both hear just jangling metal from underneath you.
Hey. Give me a second. I think I need to talk to her about what happened.
Zara, with your passive perception, you hear this.
Okay.
Just so you know,
Yeah.
anything that's said directly above you, you
Yeah.
hear.
Thanks.
So just give me a second.
All right.
I'll go get her.
Cool. I'll just hang out up top. I'm still listening to what's
Okay.
going to be said on there, but
Sure.
but I will wait up top.
Typical guy. No.
Yeah, eavesdropping, little prick.
Boom.
Just kidding.
Anywho,
Just kidding.
Tabitha, you definitely
Jonah.
just like whoop, over the edge. Don't even make a sound. Zara, you know that she's coming, but it's still like,
I drop some
how quickly
things.
did you find me?
Hey. Hi. So, Polly is not blind anymore.
Oh. Yeah. It wears off.
Yeah. I paid for the book.
Oh.
Well, Frank paid for the book.
Thanks. I was going to go back and pay for it.
Yeah.
That was totally the... Hey, I'm
sorry. No. You go.
I'm just real awkward, and things just ramped up and fell apart, and yeah, and I'm sorry, I guess.
You know, here's the thing. I'm not good with people. I don't have family either, so I get it. But sometimes I joke to kind of cope with a lot of stuff that happened to me in prison.
Oh.
And I shouldn't joke all the time with you because you don't know how to
I
interact with
clearly
people.
can't handle it, yeah.
Yeah, so sorry about that.
Hey, thanks. I forgive you.
Don't say a fucking word to Frank or Corin about this conversation.
Never.
Roarke, I know you're listening.
Roll perception.
Well,
it's okay.
13.
You can say You can say it because
Oh.
you think he is.
Yeah.
You just don't know for sure whether
Yeah.
or not he
Oh,
actually
yeah, no.
is listening. Okay, cool.
I was gonna say, I know Rourke's probably listening.
Yeah.
So,
well,
You were right. Jonah
can I
says
see
that.
his shoe above us? Like, is it like planks?
I mean, yeah.
New leaf. Anyway, yeah, and I'm just gonna kind of give her a pat on the shoulder.
thanks.
Yeah.
And hey, you're like the first badass woman.
All right,
Okay,
and I'm just
okay,
gonna
all
walk
right.
away.
Good
up
talk.
to the.
Maybe we could be.
You just make your way climbing back up to the top. All you guys get back together.
Roarke.
What are you three planning?
Joe. Nope, not Joe.
What?
Frank.
Who?
Frank
Who?
does not need to know about this conversation.
Oh, I thought you were calling me Frank.
No. It never happened. I never showed any sign of anything towards Zara. This never happened.
Yeah, okay, cool, whatever.
Great.
So y'all, good now? We all cool?
Yeah.
Alright, great.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, let's go. And I'm just gonna start leading to Anton's house.
I could have made that possibly more awkward.
That was great.
It's like we're a bunch of people that don't know how to deal with each other's feelings.
You guys all head to Anton's?
Ew.
Yeah, I'll go to Anton's.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go along since
You guys
after
make your way
getting roped
there. As you get into the main area, are you guys in his house?
I guess like the courtyard or
The courtyard.
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
As you guys get to the second wall and pass under it and get to the main courtyard of the palace area, you guys see Frank and Corin.
Look, just let me punch you a little bit.
No!
Look, all
No,
I have-
there's no reason!
No, it won't hurt that bad.
It'll hurt your fist.
Well, it might hurt my fist.
I'm a strong boy.
You're a very, very...
Bones.
Look, you're a very strong boy.
I
but
am.
Look, we need to know whether I can heal you or not,
Okay.
so that if you are in trouble, then I can heal you.
I understand the reason. I just don't want to get punched.
Well, are we supposed to wait until the actual moment that you get hit with a fucking laser beam or something for me to
pay me?
I'm not paying. All right, look. I actually don't have any money because I don't really need it because I'm not like one of you materialist fucking bastards. Anyway.
Oh God.
Look.
Oh.
What is that?
Okay,
Is that ideologically repulsive to you?
No, I just.
I give. How much was the book?
It was 3 gold.
I give him 4.
Yes.
Great. Can I punch you now?
Sure.
I don't take any pleasure in this. I'm just gonna, not to hurt, but to sock him on the ribs or something.
Okay. You do. Go ahead and roll a d4.
I'm gonna try to dodge out of it.
Never mind then.
Versus AC.
Roll to hit.
Okay, great. That's going to be. Am I proficient in unarmed? Okay, so that's going to be an 18 total.
An 18 to hit.
That hits.
That is
cool.
Go ahead and roll a d4.
Decisively.
It's just gonna be 2 damage.
Okay.
Look, right? I didn't even hit you that bad. I'm sorry though.
No, it's okay. I know you're a strong man. You can probably punch
Frank,
me.
you try and move out of the way a little bit, and it actually makes the punch worse than it would have been.
Okay.
Just let you know for flavor.
Shit, sorry.
It's not.
Okay. All right.
All right, do your thing. Whatever.
And I
waste your money points.
So I sort of. I imagine it's almost like it's a very sort of low grade sort of glow just on one finger, and I drop 2 points of healing into Frank.
Okay.
Are you feeling any better?
Ask God real quick.
Hey, am I feeling any better?
You do in fact feel better.
Do I get those hit points back?
You do in fact get those hit points back.
I mean, I feel okay.
Okay. So it didn't hurt you, so that's really good news.
No, it didn't hurt me.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Were you afraid it was going to hurt me? The spell?
Well, I haven't had. I mean, you
wouldn't even tell me that?
Well,
I thought this was for the good of me.
Look, it would only have hurt a little bit, but now we know that I can probably heal you if the need arises. Anyway, how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing?
We're fine.
As you look back to say, how are you guys doing? You ask Zara and Roarke how they are doing.
Well, how are you guys doing?
We're fine.
Where's what's Tabitha?
Son of a bitch.
We should probably just go in.
Tabitha, what are you up to right now?
I was gonna be just at the door, like, hey, you guys want to go in?
Oh, so you're just at the door?
Yeah.
Got it. Cool.
Oh.
That happens.
Oh, cool. All right, let's go ask Anton if we can crash in either the barracks or I don't know.
Yeah.
Guest
I
room or
think he
something.
has
free lodging.
8 rooms, so 5 of us.
Ding dong.
I'm already at
The door's open.
Yeah, I'm going in.
No, he just says ding dong.
No, Corin just says ding dong.
Oh, yikes. And we're going in.
You do.
Cool choices.
You guys,
Hello, it's me.
Corin.
Is like the steward here, the guy
Trick or treat.
that received us last time?
you don't see him right now, which means he's probably on like some sort of something. As it's been kind of hectic, but it's not necessarily something that's like, but you guys walk inside the manor, and that is where we will stop this session.
Yeah.
Nice.
Woo! I have to be so bad.
Hello, sweet friends. This is Jonah hopping in while Andrew's out of town to say thank you for listening to The Quest Company. If you enjoy our podcast, please be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, etc. It's a great way to let us know how we're doing and really helps us as we move forward. We just dropped episode 2 of our side quest, New Ridge, here in this same podcast feed, so please give that a listen if you haven't already and let us know what you think. We've also got another special something we're planning on recording soon, and you can find out more about that by listening to the latest episode of New Ridge. If you'd like to contact us, as always, you can go to the Connect page of our website, questcompanypodcast.com, which has a form for contacting us directly, as well as links to our various social media accounts. While you're there, be sure to check out our official artwork done by Dakota Collins, and you can find more of his artwork on Instagram at Alchemical Dragon, or you can check out his website, dakcollins.wordpress.com. We've had some more listeners do some wonderful fan art for us. We'd love to thank Alice for continuing to send us drawings of the gang, as well as new listener Megan, who recently sent us an awesome piece. You can see their art featured on the fan art page of our website, as well as on our Instagram, where we have links to their various accounts. Guys, it's such cool art. It's such very, very, very cool art, and we are so thankful to have fans that are inspired by the show and want to share that with us. It's just wonderful. If you have fan art of the podcast and would like to share it, just make sure to tag us in your Instagram post or your tweets with @TheQuestCompany or #TheQuestCompany, because we want to see it so bad. We love seeing your art, and we love sharing it with all the rest of our listeners. So again, thank you so much for listening, and be sure to join us next week for another episode of The Quest Company.